please. Thank you. Do you know what makes me laugh? That top half ready always. Look, it's how I roll. It's how I roll. And then when I come off, I'll take my shirt and the brassiere off, and I'll just stay like this for the rest of the day until 3:30 when I have to pick Sainton up. Do you know what I mean? They are my pyjamas basically, pyjama bottoms. And then I'll just wear this as a pyjama top. I'm feeling soapy today, do you know what I mean? Like, I can't be arsed. Can you relate? CLA has just kicked off. Oh, not again. Let it all hang out, absolutely. You know what I mean? I wear my birthday suit with pride. Morning, Papa Blaze. Oh, Papa Blaze, I've seen your video. Thank you, everybody, for the love. You getting grief, darling Papa Blaze, because you're a mutt. Just want to put something straight, right, guys? Yes, me and Papa Blaze have had our problems in the past. He's had some opinions on me. Thank you, Al's Life, Sonia Shah, an Irish lass. He's had some opinions on me. Valid opinions, one must say. You know, they're his opinions. But it doesn't mean that, you know, people can't, you know, be friends, you know, make up. It doesn't mean that he's never going to have another opinion on me again. Do you know what I mean? And he asked me to mod him, and I did, just to wind people up. But I actually value him as a mod. Yes. So leave Papa Blaze alone. Thank you, Ellie. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, like, leave it out, man. If I do something, he's going to call it out. He isn't going to, like, you know, just green light whatever behaviour on display. He's the kind of man that will say it as it is, you know. Thank you, everybody, for the love. Morning, Tina. Yeah, absolutely, Papa Blaze. You know. Thank you, everybody, for the love. Thank you so much. So, I'm feeling like shit. And it's not because I'm, like, avoiding talking about anything or anything like that. I can see you, Granny. It's because I feel like I've, you know, been dug up. I didn't want to come on this morning, however, I'm still here because if I have a day off, God forbid I should be ill, I'm avoiding talking about something. Do you know what I mean? Not by you guys, just by the, you know, the pages that think they have a right to, you know, tell me what to do with my life. Do you know what I mean? Thank you, Ollie B. Thank you, Cocker Spaniel. So, yes. And if I feel that bad that I have to come off the live, because I have got a temperature, I'm not going to lie, I will come off the live and I'll be back when I feel better. I'm not avoiding talking about Tam, Pearl, Angie. I'm not avoiding talking about that. I just feel ill. I feel like shit. All right. Yes. Thank you, Tina, and everybody else. Honestly, I'm literally burning up. But anyway, that's enough for me. It's Friday. I just want to do a quick check with everybody. How is everybody this morning? Are you all good? How was sports day? I think, how was sports day chicken bun? Let's be honest, sports days are boring. We just go because, you know, the kids look out for us and, you know, they like waving, but sports days are terrible. But Tilly was happy with it. However, she didn't win a medal. Morning FYP clip, she didn't win a medal, so she had a tantrum, and Simon had to go to Asda and buy do you know, one of them plastic medals, because it was horrendous. All she got was a sticker, so she screamed all the way home. She said, "It's not fair, Mum." Peggy, Nan, sorry. It's not fair, Nan. Mind your mum was there as well. Peggy got a medal. Brian got a medal. Paul got a medal. I didn't get one. I said, "Tell it's because you didn't win the race." She went, "But I was still there." I said, "Valid." I said, "Grandad, go and get her a medal." So we got her a medal, and then she was happy. I said, "And this is for being the bestest little girl in the world." But do you know what, with these sports now, they should give all the kids a medal just for participating, shouldn't they? Do you know what I mean? Because God loves a trier, don't they? You should have seen her face though, guys. All these kids were getting the medals. I remember the time when my youngest Si was in the Christmas play. And I've never missed a Christmas play or a sports day, even Tills, do you know what I mean? But our Si, she was only about 5, and she was the broken Christmas light, and she had to spend the whole play stood in a box because she was the broken Christmas light. Thank you, Georgia. And she got a complex about it, and a sad face stood in this box all the play. Do you know what I mean? She's never forgot it. Stuff like that don't leave her. And she's 20 now. She's like, Mum, remember that time I was a broken light bulb and I stood in the box the whole play? I went, yes. But, you know, you're still in the play. Get over it. Trauma, apparently. Thank you, Abby, darling. Thank you, Lou. Oh, God. Do you know what I mean? And I just want to say, I know you're not watching, darling. She's doing a driving test today. So the trauma of being a broken light bulb, absolutely. So I'm sending all my love out to my youngest, who was the broken light bulb, but, you know, we can move past that. And I know that you're going to pass today. I hope you do, because I can't be asked with the whinging for another however long until she could take a test again. Not today. Fingers crossed. Do you know, when I was driving, it took me 4 attempts to pass my test, and I still didn't pass. I thought I ain't fucking trying again, because I don't know my left from my right, so I have to do that, and that's the left. That's how I know my left from my right. And my driving instructor would go left, and then I'd go right, go left, and then I go right again. So I would never be able to drive legally. Yes, not that I drive illegally, because I don't, thank you, Shell. But when we go, like, you know, Canary Islands, and you can take them buggy things out, the doom buggies, I love that. But last time I nearly unalived Simon. So I'm not allowed to do that either. Who doesn't know the left from the right, guys? I passed second time, although I thought I drove for better first time. I think it depends on the driving instructor of the day. Thank you, Shell. Yeah. Do you use your hands? Me when when you're driving. So get it tattooed on my hand. Oh. Right, just let me do a quick mental health check-in with everybody. How is everybody this morning? Is everybody okay? Are you happy it's Friday and you get to chill all weekend? Because I can't wait. I'm literally going to spend all weekend in beds. I don't know my B's from my D's. Oh, Papa Blaze. My daughter's like that, you know. She's got dyslexia, so she writes them back to front. Are you struggling? Oh, darling. I just want to send all my love out to everyone that's struggling, and tomorrow will be a better day. Remember that. It's a shit day today, but tomorrow will be better. Or if not tomorrow, the next day. I'm sore, been working out all day. I'm sending you all love, I mean that. My firstborn turns 11 tomorrow. Oh, so... You know, Sophie, you never actually... Oh, thank you, Kate. Thank you, darling. Happy Friday, and Granny. Thank you, Granny Ellie. You never actually lose your children, because when they grow up, they're never at your fucking house, you know what I mean? You know what my daughter does? She's 25. She'll come in, right? She'll go, Mum, I got no shopping. I ain't got time to go shopping. So she'll get a bag out the cupboard, and she'll help herself to the shopping. Yeah, she'll be like, I'm taking this, I'm taking that. I'm like, just fucking help yourself. Thank you, Kathy and Miss Willsbob, yeah. Who does the same to their mum? She just comes in, I'll have this lasagna, I'll have this bunch of bananas. Yeah, help yourself. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, darling. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I don't think I'll be on tomorrow either. I'm just going to spend all weekend. I'm literally, you can't see on camera, but I'm burning up. I'm going to spend all weekend just recovering from whatever this is. Because I haven't got a bunged up nose or anything like that. I just feel sick. I've got a temperature, and that's it. It's horrendous. And do you know, like when your body aches, as where Simon, he's got the snotty nose. Till's got a snotty nose. She tried to play. I can't do with the COVID again. I had that when I come back from, Fuerteventura. I got the COVID, remember? It was Christmas, not last year, the year before, or was it this year? Oh, not the COVID one, no. Yeah, something's going round. Oh, don't say E. coli. Don't say that. I can't even play the BBC News theme, guys, because I turned Alexa off in a rage. So we'll get up to the 100k likes and we'll get on with the FYP show. There's loads going about. I know that there is. Simon's got one thing after another until faked a sickie yesterday. Ooh, fly, souffle. Thank you, everybody. Yes, till faked a sickie. And come 9 o'clock, she miraculously recovered. And I said to school, I walked to the school, I said, come on. Yeah, she was lying on the floor, faking it. And then Jay rang me. We was on call to Jay and she miraculously perked up and she was laughing and giggling. So I said to school, get to school. Thank you, Elena. Thank you, darling. Right, are we there? Okay. I'm not doing the BBC News feed this morning, guys. Thank you, Jazzy and Shelley. Thank you. Right, where are we? Just do a quick introduction. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Miss Red Show. I'm not feeling too great today. I actually feel like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. So today we're going to do a little bit of FYP. I'm not too sure if I'm going to open the boxes yet, guys, because I'm not going to lie. When you get in the boxes, I do like to listen to what you're going to say, but today it's going to go in one ear and out the other, and I don't want to do that. Do you know what I mean? Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. So buckle up, buttercups. Let's do the FYP. Oh, where are we? And I'm not too sure if Luke's going to be on today either because he's not feeling too great either. Thank you, Leanne. We might open boxes. Let's just see how we go because I've literally just took some paracetamol before I come on. So I might perk up a bit. Do you know what I mean? I should have stayed off, but if I have the day off, I get accused of avoiding things. And God forbid I should have a day off and have a life and be ill. Do you know what I mean? And it's not even my community that are, you know, holding me accountable for not being honest with other people. I can't go. Also, as well, I just want to, I'm going to have to take this off, guys. Sorry, I'm just so hot. Also, as well, I just want to clear up a couple of things, right? So, I am not with any agency or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? So, like, these people that are going around saying that I'm with this agency, that agency, I'm not with any TikTok agency. So I just want to clear that rumour up as well. Thank you, Shelley, darling. Also, as well, there's a rumour going around that the boxes are going to end, you know, the multi-boxes are going to end on the 31st of July. I'm not with Spartans, Lulu. I'm just a friend of Jack. And, you know, if he needs something promoting, I'll help him with that. I'm not with Spartans. I'm not with Gravitas. I'm not with Galaxy. I'm not with any agency. Okay. I'm just friends with Jack and that's it. So just want to clear that up. Also, as well, the boxes, there's a rumour going round that they're going to be gone on the 31st of July. That rumour is not true. I've heard that directly from TikTok because I did send a message and said, look, obviously my platform is built on boxes and opinions. Are these boxes going anywhere? No, it's false. Also, do you know the notifications that you get in when you're writing a comment and things like that? So I said, like, I sent them a violations because I got a violation for sending Angie a kiss in a comment. And what else did I say? It was something like, hope you're doing okay, sending you lots of love. And I got a violation for that. And I said, you know, what do these do to your account? And it's like, absolutely nothing, just ignore them. So just be really careful about what you are putting, but apparently the violations aren't really doing anything, but I don't understand why you're getting violations or I'm getting violations. But they did say pay no attention to them. So, And if you do get a violation, just appeal it. Yeah, so I think TikTok's just gone a bit insane at the minute. What's the point then? I don't know, Merlin. I don't understand it myself. I just had to clarify, why I'm getting stupid violations and stuff like that. But, I don't know if it's for people that, that are with TikTok that they're telling ignore it, or people, or people that ain't managed or anything like that. It stands different for them. But I was just told, just ignore them. Even laughing faces and kisses are getting violations. Thank you, Fawny, darling. So a girl got a 72, but it's fucking silly. But I just got told to ignore them regardless. All right. All right, everybody, let's get on. I'm going to perk up a bit. Sorry, guys. I feel a bit like Luna. Do you know what I mean? Oh. But, I do feel like shit. So these videos need to stop now because the pounding twice a week of the Chinese thing it's been done. It's not funny anymore. Do you know what I mean? So stop making videos because I've heard enough of it. And if Luke says one more time about Chinese food and stuff like that, I will block him and unfriend him, unmod him, because it's getting boring. I've had enough. However, this video was absolutely hilarious. Morning, Caroline. It says here, misread waiting for Simon to bring her Chinese. Whoever thought that this would be like a thing? Do you know what I mean? However, it's funny. Honestly, these people are petty as fuck. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Yeah, that one made me giggle, that one did. Right, I'm going to play Rebecca Buckley because I love Rebecca. So, guys, if you're not following Rebecca Buckley, please make sure that you're giving her a follow. And we've got 3.4k people. Thank you, Granny Mo, darling. I'm only 100 followers to get back up to my 100k. No problem, Rebecca, darling. We love you. So, guys, we've got 3.4k people. Please, if you're not following me, be sure to give me a follow. I want my 100k back. Justice for Miss Red's 100k. I want it back. So please be sure to follow. So we're going to play Rebecca Buckley. Today she's done Angie and Pearl. Thank you, Maz. Yes, follow the red one.
By the way, guys, the cat didn't piss. I made it up. So there you go. The cat pissed in the wardrobe. I'd clean it. Okay, the cat did piss. I lied. By the way, guys, the cat didn't piss. I made it up. So there you go. The cat pissed in the wardrobe. I'd clean it. Okay, the cat did piss. I lied. By the way, guys, the cat.
Oh God! I'll tell you what, Rebecca, you are absolutely fucking brilliant.
By the way,
my favourite video is still the one of me and Luke at the karaoke. I love that one, and I think your M's ones as well. They're amazing. So please, guys, go and give Rebecca Buckley 88 a follow. Yes. Oh, I'm not following you on this one. I'll follow you on that. I've got a fly flying round. Shoofla.
By the way, guys,
yeah, that one was funny. That was. So, do you know what I'm sad about, guys? Right. So, obviously, there's this whole Live Pro thing, right? And everyone knows who Dead Wings is. He's an amazing creator. His content is fucking brilliant. He makes everybody laugh. He's so unproblematic. And if anybody has the right to or deserves Live Pro, this guy should have been up there with the, he should have got the Live Pro badge because his content is just amazing. It's unbeatable. He makes everybody laugh, like I say. He's so unproblematic. And I don't know, something happened where his Live Pro was taken. But I'm just going to read his video. And I just want to say, Dead Wings, hopefully next time round you'll get it and you'll have my backing with that because you deserve Live Pro. Unfortunately, Spartans have informed me, this is from Dead Wings. Unfortunately, Spartans have informed me that TikTok can't fix the issue on their end, right? So I don't know what issue it is. I will be removed to the next Live Pro event, thank God. But it's uncertain if I'll be available then, so I might not get to participate at all. Even if I do get a chance, I wouldn't expect any support, since I feel like I've wasted your time and support. And he wants to extend his heartwarm thanks to everybody who supported and believed him. Do you know what, darling? Your community is going to be, let me turn that back on. Your community is going to be there for you next time. And like I said, I don't know the ins and outs of, my mouth's so dry, guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know the ins and outs as to why, you know, what happened, but you know, my money was on you being one of the people that got Live Pro. And like I say, if there's anybody that deserved it, darling, it's you. And Team Red and myself and Team Red will always be behind you when you go for it again, you know. So yeah, so he did deserve Live Pro, and it's just such a shame. And it wasn't a waste, you know, your community behind you wasn't a waste of support, and it wasn't a waste of their time. And I know for a fact they're going to do it all over again, because you deserve it, darling. Right, so let's carry on with the Live Pro thing. So
keep putting it out.
Sean and Caitlin, right? Sean and Caitlin, they're Live Pro, and they have, 333,000 followers and nearly 20 million likes on the video. And I love their content. It's like very family orientated, and they're amazing singers as well. And basically they are Live Pro. That they're Live Pro, and they issued a statement this morning, which is really upsetting, because the way I see it is, right, Live Pro is still going on, guys. I can see you asking me who got it. Live Pro is still going on. It ends tonight. The way I see it, right, with the Live Pro, okay, if you've got a community that want you to push for it, you've got an amazing community that want you to go for it, brilliant, okay? But what I feel like is, once TikTok have given you Live Pro, I don't feel like that you should have to, you know, or be under any pressure to make certain amounts of diamonds. If you've been given that Live Pro badge, that is your badge. You've earned it. Your community's already pushed for it, so it shouldn't be taken away from you. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was really sad to see this. Who agrees with me, guys, right, that if TikTok are giving you Live Pro, and it's disgusting, TikTok, by the way, if TikTok are giving you Live Pro, it should stay with you. Never mind about, you know, having to earn 500,000 diamonds every month, because that is a lot of pressure to put your community under anyway. But if you've got an amazing community, they're going to, you know, you're going to do it regardless. But I feel like once you've got that badge, you should keep it. What's Live Pro? I don't really understand what Live Pro is, right? But I know that, you know, there's a lot of creators with it, and I think it gives you certain benefits in a sense of your gifts are lowered. Yeah, it's a status, your gifts are lowered. Sorry, not gifts, your percentage of the gifts and things like that, it's lowered, and, you know, you get certain priorities. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what Live Pro is. But this made me really sad, and I think people should make a bloody song and dance about this, because these pair deserve to keep the Live Pro. So it says, Live Pro, this is Sean and Caitlin. Live Pro gives you nothing. We got given Live Pro by TikTok themselves. We were the first in the UK to get it, right? Thank you, Sonia. They said for being a safe space and good content, good example of lives, absolutely.
Keep putting in that work.
Although I don't agree with the Deandro one having Live Pro, because I don't feel like that his room is a safe space at all. I just think it's a place to take people's money, and there's nothing safe about that. Your Live Pro badge might be removed in 10 days. You haven't met the requirements of getting at least 500,000 diamonds or having at least 600 active subscribers in total this month. Your Live Pro badge will be removed if you do not meet this requirement by the end of this month. Continue to create, engage live content, and keep your Live Pro badge. Learn about our requirements. Okay, so yeah. And then she writes, we are losing Live Pro because we don't get enough diamonds or subscribers. Live Pro is a badge that gives you nothing but expects you to take everything. Started off thinking it was a badge of recognition, but it's not, and we're glad it's going. I'm just really sad about that. I am really sad about that. The fact that TikTok are taking it. Who agrees, guys, that once Lucy lost it too, did she? Once TikTok give you the Live Pro, it shouldn't be taken at all. That badge should be yours for however long you're on TikTok, whether you're making 500 fucking diamonds a month or not. Your community has still originally pushed you for that, you know, and it's a hell of a lot of diamonds that you have to fucking get to earn that Live Pro anyway. Do you know what I mean? And like I say, some of these people that have Live Pro, the content speaks for themselves. So we'll just do a quick poll. Happy face, yes, you should be able to keep your Live Pro whether you're earning 500,000 diamonds a month. Sad face, no, you understand TikTok's a business. Justice for Sean and Caitlin, absolutely. And Dead Wings as well. Yeah, see what I mean? It's terrible. Terrible. I don't agree with it, but it's business. Yeah, I mean, am I a fan of the Live Pro? I've said it before. No, you know, thank you, Pauline, darling. But it doesn't mean that, you know, it's wrong, you know, if creators want to go for it, communities want to push for it, absolutely, you know. But I'm just saying it's something that I would never do. One, because I wouldn't fucking sit up night and day fighting for the Live Pro. Do you know what I mean? But it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing, you know. It's good for, you know, some creators to have, you know. Yeah. Thank you, Emma. Thank you, darling. Right, where are we going next? So all over the FYP is, again, thank you, Pauline, darling. Guys, we do have a fest target here. I've only got, thank you, Witch Bitch and Eddie. I've only got 199 of these fest things. If we could chip away at that, that would be absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jazzy and Witch Bitch and Pauline and everybody else that's sending them. Thank you so much. Yeah, so we've got 29, but if we can chip away, that'd be fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Roxy. So anyway, all over the FYP's M's again. Big love, everybody. Thank you. Is M's again. So basically, M's, my throat hurts. M's again last night has passed out on live and an ambulance was called. And from what I've seen of the FYP, thank you everybody, thank you so much. What I've seen on the FYP, I don't think this time she was faking it. I genuinely feel like she had passed out on the floor. But I don't know how, if she fell off a stool or anything like that, because I looked on the FYP and I couldn't see. Thank you, everybody. If you're sending me a gift, thank you so much. Thank you. I didn't, oh, Corey, hello, darling. Yeah, Corey. Just yes or no, Corey, because obviously you was on the live with Ems and we're talking about Ems again. Did Ems fall off a stool, Corey? Because I've been searching the FYP and it's not showing me how she ended up on the floor. And I know that you're Em's friend, Corey, so I don't want to get you into trouble. I'm not here to, you know, stir the pot. It's just that you've entered the room. Yes. And I didn't help the fact I said yes, and I didn't help the fact I said about the ambulance. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Ryden. The chair collapsed. Okay, so before the chair collapsed, right, obviously she was drinking, right, which is fine. It's fine. So before the chair collapsed, was she in a how do I say this? Thank you, Tina and Maz. Was she in like a drunken state? Was she like that? Or was she coherent? Did she understand what was going on? Why do people find that entertaining? I don't find it entertaining, Kate. Not really. She was Yeah and no. So anyway, basically, she's fell off a stool and she's like passed out where, yeah, the usual. Okay, thank you, Corey. So she's fell off a stool and she's passed out where she's fell. Okay. Now I'd zoomed in and I was looking. Okay. And I could be wrong. It's just my opinion. Please, whatever I say is just my opinion. It doesn't mean that, you know, it's the gospel truth. I'm not judge and jury of TikTok, right? So when I looked this time, it did look like she was passed out asleep. It did look like that way. When she was on the bed, I did think she was faking that, but this time I do believe that, you know, she was passed out on the floor. And from what I'm seeing or what I've seen, thank you, Misha, darling. Was she there for 2 hours? Because I was zooming in and her face never changed or she never smirked or, you know, there weren't an eye open or anything like that. No, half an hour or so. Okay, let's do a quick poll, right, guys? Thank you, Miss T, my darling. Who thinks that this time Em's genuinely just conked out? We're going to do happy face, yes. Sad face, no. Happy face, yes, she believes she genuinely passed out, or sad face, she's acting again. I believe she was genuinely passed out because I was zooming in and she was like, do you know what I mean? Oh, okay, so you think she was faking it again? Right, okay. And remember, guys, we can talk about this because it's on the FYP. It's not targeted attacks, okay? Me and Ems don't see eye to eye, but I ain't doing this to kind of like, you know, put the boot in. It's on the FYP. It's massive. We're going to talk about it. Okay, then. So, yes, okay. You all think that she's acted. So let's start with the first video. Basically, an ambulance gets called again.
Oh, dude, I didn't keep the door in, man.
Help me!
Oh my god.
Hello?
Yo, bro, it's me, Jamzino. Hello?
Jamzino, keep
Brother, it's Jamzino.
Honestly, right, guys, that Jamzino is a fucking embarrassment. Absolute embarrassment. And if she's coming here, I'll tell her as well. Oh, there's nothing funny about that. If I was in that box, I wouldn't have laughed. Oh, well, I wouldn't have been in one of the boxes anyway, but it's just a fucking embarrassment. Just no respect for the emergency services whatsoever. It's just a fucking embarrassment.
Hello?
So the ambulance lady ends the live, guys.
Still on.
Hello?
Yeah.
That's it. Then the live cuts out. So, I do believe Ems needs help. I really believe that. I believe, you know, she needs some kind of, there needs to be an intervention, guys. There needs to be an intervention because, like I've seen some of you saying in the comments, you know, boy who cried wolf, girl who cried wolf. People, I believe, people are ringing because they are genuinely concerned. It'd be like if I was drinking in my kitchen and I passed out, you know, people that have got my address would ring the emergency services. And she needs intervention, you know, and like nobody can make her get help, only she can do that. But it's worrying. It's worrying. It really is. Because what about the next time, say she really did need the ambulance services? You know, she falls off a stool, God forbid, hurts herself, and they think, oh, fucking hell, we'll leave it, you know, because it's just a waste of time. I believe so, Vicky. I believe it could potentially end really bad. And I don't want that. You know, do we get on? No, but I don't want anything to happen to her. I don't. But it is such a waste of emergency services time. I don't even know what can be done about it. What can they do about it? Because if you're getting a call out, they have to turn up by law. You know, when I lived in another part of Grimsby, there was this, you know, older gentleman that lived in the street, and he had a drink problem, and he was always falling, and the ambulance people were at his house every other day. You know, and we'd all be out the windows looking, and it don't matter how many times he fell, whether he was in a bad state, whatever, they still had to go out and see to him, even though 9 times out of 10, you know, he did it because he was lonely, and I know it sounds weird, but he wanted some kind of interaction, so that's why he did it, but they still had to go out and see him. But I don't know what can be done. It's just an absolute waste of time. But at the same time, you never know. You never know, do you? So I'm going to show you now. Paramedics ask Ems if she needs to be checked over. Again, she's a disrespectful self, thinking it's funny. And this is the Ems that I don't like. Thank you, Carla, darling. I think if the emergency services started sending out receipts, not receipts, what's it called? Handing out, a bill, charges, an invoice for going out. If they think it's been a waste of time, wouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen at all. And not just to many people that abuse the ambulance service. So paramedics ask Ems if she needs to be checked over, and this is how obviously she responds.
Yes.
Can you see me breathing?
Thank you, guys.
Do some checks.
Your viewers couldn't see you breathing, so that's why they brand us.
Oh yeah, just like fucking the last time, the time before that, and the time before that, and the time before
Why
that.
does it keep happening then?
Oh my god, so many times I've stopped breathing.
Why
It's
does it keep getting
It's getting a regular thing, isn't it?
Why is that, do you think?
Because people on social media, they're not right in the head. Fucking hell. Do you want to see the fucking letter that I received today? Oh, a sympathy card.
Would you like us to check your over or not?
Do you want us to leave?
The only thing I've got a problem with, my butthole. I go to the toilet. I had a bad ring stink.
You can always speak to your doctor about that, your GP. But he just wants to make sure that you're breathing today and everything's
She's not
okay.
bringing my piles.
That's up for the doctors, they said, not for us. Would you like us to check your over now, check your blood pressure? Or not?
Right, let me pause it. There's just like, there's no accountability there. He said there's no compassion. Like, you know, these people, they're going out and they're saving lives. There's no compassion there. There's no sorry. Like, I'm sorry that, you know, people have no remorse. Thank you. I'm sorry that, you know, people may have wasted your time. I do apologise. And that's what is pissing me off. There's no accountability. If you're online, you're drinking, you're falling off stools, you're passing out, people are going to be fucking worried. It's not the people that's ringing's fault. It's yours for doing it. And you're abusing the people that are there trying to help you. Just say, I'm so sorry. No, but this fucking thing wants to sit there and think it's hilarious and fucking taunt them.
Oh, fucking hell. I'll pull my pants down and bend over. Yeah, no, thanks.
Do you want us to leave? Do you want us to go?
Oh, why should I fucking check my fucking...
Well, no, we're not going to do that.
Why?
We're here for just make sure
Emergencies.
Emergencies.
So do you need our assistance or not?
Well, why is she here? Fucking hell.
Okay, we're going to leave then. Alright.
You might as well make yourself useful. It stings.
We're here for an emergency, don't we?
Well, fucking hell, I'm going to fucking put back round then. My butthole stings. I should say that more often. Been here.
Yes,
Can you
make sure-
see?
Never mind your butthole stinging. You need to kick up your butthole is what you need. You need a fucking boot right up it. And you know, there was a video on the FYP and it was showing the comment section and 90% of the comments were laughing. It's not funny. It is not funny. That they kicked a door in again. They kicked a door in again. I don't know how long after this was when she, obviously it must have been within an hour of them turning up, do you know what I mean? She's obviously perked up, back again in the kitchen. She's never fucking out of it, is she? Let's be honest, you know. I just don't get it. It's not funny. It is not funny. There's nothing funny about it. Imbeciles, you know, if you're thinking this is funny in the comments section, you're an imbecile, basically, you know. Was it within 5-10 minutes? Yeah. And then here she is. This is the aftermath of the ambulance turning up. It's Ems, John Shield and Tommy.
Listen to me, Ems. I promise you, it was not me. And even when Corey, your friend, was like, "Oh, yes, call the ambulance. We're gonna get on the FYP tonight." I said, "Yo, that's bad. What are you talking about? Don't waste the services time." I do not agree with anybody using a public services and wasting taxpayers' money and using their time when they could be looking after people, yes, for clout and for TikTok, bro. I do not agree with that. I've said this numerous times. Do not ever try and say that it was me that called those ambulance, because I did not. Corey, implicitly, bro, what tablets did he give you, by the way? Because he said... What?
It's got nothing to do with him. So stop.
It has got something to do with him. If you look at this eyes...
Place the blame on someone else.
No, I'm telling you who it was.
Place the blame on somebody else.
Ask your own comments, they'll tell you.
Yeah, they're all saying it wasn't.
You're lying, bro.
It's got nothing to do with him. The fuck are you in the...
Honestly, it was not me. Ems, it was not me, bro. I promise you, it was not me. I did not... John, tell the truth because you sat there and watched it. Are you going to lie?
Right, so I agree with what Tommy's saying, right, but he still sits there and enables it, you know. He still sits there and and I like Tommy, you know, but they all still sit there and enable it. Do you know what I mean? They you know, they're quite happy sitting there, you know, for the views and the clout. It's getting all over the FYP, but as soon as it's over, you can't then say, "Oh, well, you know, it's bad, you know. Yeah, it's still being enabled. You won't catch me anywhere near in one of them boxes because I wouldn't want to be associated with it. I'd be absolutely mortified. Purely because, you know, it's the emergency services. Oh, God, guys, I feel sick. I'm so sorry. Oh, wobbed it. Oh, thank you, Evil Lou, and kiss my axe. Oh, God, guys, I feel like I'm going to... Oh,
John, you are
thank you, everybody.
After the comments started getting after that, like Corey did say, "Oh, the ambulance are going to end up getting phoned."
Nah, John,
I get what you're saying. Like, you shouldn't bring that up in the first place and put that idea into people's heads. But at the same time, it didn't directly tell people to phone an ambulance.
Bro, he was inciting it, bro, to get on the FYP. I heard it with my own eyes. Bro, John, be real, man. Come on, bro. At least be real with yourself.
I'm being real. It never directly said phone an ambulance.
He incited it. He said, "Oh, yeah, get on the FYP." Come on, bro.
Right, I'll be honest with you. You're all on with it because it's clout. Every single one of you, John, Tommy, Corey, it's all about clout. Do you know what I mean? And I like Corey. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you, darling. But it is, and that Gemzina, obviously, we know she's the biggest clout chaser on TikTok. Wherever there's views, wherever there's drama, she has to be in the box, screaming and shouting, making sure that she gets on the FYP. Yeah, it's just a clout game. It really is. And she ain't arsed. Ems ain't arsed. She pull a sicky Miss Red Eye would. Oh, God, darling. She don't care. She just sits there smirking the whole time. The whole time. Pearl and Angie ain't going to go to the kitchen. They won't. Thank you, Trace. Thank you, darling. But if they did, the reason people go there is for the TikTok clout. You know, let's be honest, anybody that goes there, you ain't going there for a fucking, you know, a sandwich and an afternoon tea. You're going there for TikTok clout. Are you going there, Corey? Because I can see you atting him in the comments. I like Corey, I do, guys. I do like Corey. I think he's funny. He said he was going today. Thank you, Shelley, darling. Corey? He'd answer it now. He's like, no, fuck you bitch. I'd answer it, you. Who are you? I'll box when it's open to explain. Okay, darling, thank you. No, he ain't that daft. And what tablets did he give out? Oh, we'll ask him when he joins the box, because I did hear that about the tabbies. But, you know, I've got to be honest, guys. Like, I've sent my friend some painkillers, you know, if they're having a flare-up. Do you know what I mean? I've sent my friends, not friends, a friend, you know. So it's not like, let's be honest, who won't give somebody some medication, whether it's a painkiller or an ibuprofen, antihistamines, like you're saying. It doesn't mean that it's, you know, DRUG dealing. Do you get what I'm saying? We've all done it. Let's be real. Nothing like illegal. Do you know what I mean? But I've sent a packet of bloody cocoa double through the post for my friend. It's too fucking right I have.
Shit for yourself.
Then go and get me a screen record then.
I don't need to do those screen recordings. I've seen it with my own eyes, bro. The fuck you chatting about? I sat here and seen it with my own eyes. Trying to gaslight me when I've seen it with my own eyes.
I don't remember him telling people to directly calling it.
Oh, come off it, man. Whatever, listen, cool, whatever. We'll move on, yeah? The only thing that I did, yeah, which I accept, is I said, Alexa, I'll play something.
I remember him talking about the ambulance. I don't remember him saying directly for people to phone it.
But he was gagging for it to get no FYP, bro. We both know that. Come on, John. Be real with yourself, innit? Don't try to put the blame on me, bro. The only thing that I did wrong, and I'll admit, is I said, Alexa, I'll play this under the police, but Alexa never listens to me. That's the only time that Alexa has ever listened to me.
I can relate.
Look, Alexa, play Sound of the Police. Putting about, and you seem quite fine. Did the ambulance give you anything to wake you up, or did you just get up?
You know what, Tommy, it was the fucking shock because the fucking ambulance coming around. That was like fucking woke me up.
Oh, God, she's back.
And now I'm making something sweet, although, yeah, I'm still fucking tired.
Okay, I'm glad that you're...
Tired? You've just had 6 hours sleep on the floor. Just had 6 hours sleep in front of the freezer.
That, to be fair, that was funny. I'll give it that.
Obsessed with me.
Well, your dog's born on the same day as me. No, why is your dog born on the same day as me? Your dog's obsessed then. Faithy's obsessed. Your dog's born on the same...
Listen to me, listen.
There you go. So the M's again with the ambulance out, passed out on live. Rude to the ambulance services. Thank you, Hidden Gem, darling. Thank you, my love. Gems can be funny at times, but she lets herself down when she's threatening people and acting like a gangster, and she's in the box screaming and shouting. Do you know what I mean? 1 week she's in here sending me a gift, and the next week she's jumping in the box abusing me. I don't understand it. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, darling. Yeah, but I do think, she's a massive clout. Everybody's a clout chaser. What the fuck am I talking about? We're all clout chasers, let's be honest. There isn't not one clout chaser on TikTok, myself included. Hello, Jackie, darling. Hi, darling. Right, guys, should we open the boxes? Let's open the boxes, guys. Corey, do you want to jump in the box? Oh, guys, I feel so sick. I've got loads more videos as well, but I've got CLA and Alpha to play, Diageo. I've got quite a bit to play, guys, but I do feel like, Miss Faye, I've got it all there, but I just feel like, Thank you, Sarah. Happy birthday, Sammy, darling. Is there any mods that have got the box powers? Can you put people in the boxes, please? I might wake up all right tomorrow, guys. Thank you, darling. I might wake up all right tomorrow. I couldn't give everyone box power because there's certain people that were getting in the boxes that are known trolls, and not every mod knows about these people, but the mods that have box powers do. That's why I can't give it everybody.
Can I just say, I watched it last night, and I know that there's ambulances called to her house like all the time, but there's going to be one day that something is going to possibly happen. And see the way Tommy and Jamesino were in the boxes laughing. It's not going to be funny if something does happen to her. I know that people ring ambulance on all the time and there's nothing wrong, but there is a possibility one day something could happen, and there's people in the boxes enabling it. And as for the Corey situation, he did say that he only sent her antihistamines because Tommy was trying to drop that onto Corey, that he was trying to like sell her, you know, drugs, when you can actually order these things from Asda on
Yeah, but why would he even bother sending her anything?
Because she asked me on live.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but why would he even send her anything, Corey? Do you know what I mean? You know the woman's not fucking well. She's not well in the head, so why would he even send her anything?
She sat on a live. She had a massive red rash all over her arms and her legs. And I said,
yeah, go to a doctor. Go to a doctor. You're not a doctor, Corey. So why would you send her anything?
I'm not arguing with you. She asked me on a live. They were antihistamines. She also discussed them in her own live yesterday. She literally said, the only reason I didn't order them myself was because I'm too tight.
Yeah, but then why do you take it upon yourself then to send her fucking anything? It's not up to you to send her anything. The girl obviously has got issues, right? So why would you be sending her anything?
What the fuck's it got to do with you, bro?
I don't want this to be like a gang up on Corey. Irish, darling, I understand where you're coming from because we all see things differently, right? But I don't actually think what he sent was bad if it was an illegal...
No, I know it's coming from a good place from Corey. I do understand that. It's coming from a good place from him.
Would never do anything.
But what I'm just trying to say is the girl obviously has issues. She's got problems, right? And you sending her anything, no matter what it is, isn't a good thing, Corey. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you?
So what do you want me to do? Sit on a live and go, right, I'm not going to help you?
Yeah.
No, but you see, listen, this girl has ambulances coming to her house. She's fire brigades coming to her house. She's all these people. And the amount of people that are losing out on these services because she has them coming to her house. Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you? Right? And I understand that it's coming from a good place from you. I really, really do. Right? But the amount of people that are losing out on these services because she is there and she is drunk and she is in bed and she's doing this, that and the other, blah, 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 blah. The amount of people that are losing out on these services because she's taking the fucking piss.
I agree. So I come with receipts. Where the fuck's my phone? So I was chilling yesterday and then...
big box, Corey.
Yeah, hold on. Let me just... I can't turn my camera on though. I've got 0 followers on this account.
Oh, do you need to, guys? Can everyone give Corey?
No, 100%. Listen, Corey, I know it's coming from a good place. I know from you. It's coming from a good place, and right? You know what I mean. You've got a good heart and everything. Like, you know what I mean. I understand that. But what I'm just trying to say to you is, if you keep enabling her, she's going to keep doing this over and over and over again. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you?
I just think yesterday, I'll be honest with all of you, I think yesterday I was put in there deliberately.
Really?
I wasn't on any socials because obviously I got banana the day before because I argued with Miss Faye. Then I only had my backup and then I was just chilling in bed. And then she sent me a voice note, which I'll play in a second. So then I went in there and the second I went in there, that Tommy bloke jumped over me like a rash. So me and him started arguing. Next minute, Em falls off a chair. And I literally said, guys, is she all right? Like, obviously I've never been on a live with her before.
I know it's coming from a good place. I just think you're being taken advantage of. That's all I'm trying to say to you.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Right, so this is the message that she sent yesterday.
Guys, can everybody give Corey a follow on this account, please? Because obviously he can't turn his camera on. He's got, how many followers do you need, Corey? He's got 291. We've got 4 people.
We'll start from the start, and then we'll obviously get to the conclusion at the end. But there's a couple of things that I want you all to see, just so then you can see everything from start to finish. But as I said, right, I was in bed, and then I popped into live, and she seemed, what's the word? Like very distracted, like she didn't want to be there because obviously Tommy and John were arguing. So I messaged her going, "Are you all right?" And then obviously Gemzino joined in and then started, going nuts on her. And I said, are you okay? And then she replied with this voice note. Obviously, you don't need to see this, but...
He's... Woo!
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think your good nature is being taken advantage of, Corey. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Your good nature is being taken advantage of. Right, that girl has abused. She's done nothing but abuse all the ambulance services, all of these people, and there's people that is losing out on getting fucking ambulances or whatever because of her. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? And I just think your good nature has been taken the piss out of.
I really want to show you all of this.
But at the same time, we can't blame Corey for Ems's behaviour because only Ems is...
No, it's not Corey's fault. It's his good nature. But that's what I'm trying to say to you. He's been taken. He's been taken the piss out of. Cause he's got such a good nature about him. She's abusing it the same way she abuses the ambulance service, the same way she abuses fucking everything. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you?
Okay, but yeah, I agree. I do agree. She abuses the ambulance services.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I just think she abuses everybody. And you know what I mean? She gets these people in and she gets them to feel sorry for her. And you know what I mean? And this, that and the other, whatever, right? Blah, 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 blah. That's what she does. And she takes people that have got good nature and she abuses them. The same way she abuses everything else. All the services that are there, right? And those services are there for people that genuinely need it, right? And then you've got people, you've got old people, you've got all these other people that can't get an ambulance service because they're there at her fucking house. Because she's abusing those services at the same way she abuses everybody that comes into her kitchen.
But you could say that the same as those people that are actually watching her live, because they're the people that are ringing the services.
100%. 100%. You're 100% right in exactly what you're saying. You're 100% right
in what you're saying. Her actions, those people that are in there that you're calling her enablers and everything else, or people that are watching her, that not necessarily are concerned for her, but are there to create the drama.
Yeah, but the problem is when she does this stuff, people have got empathy, right? The amount of people on this TikTok app that have got empathy, right? So they will feel sorry for her. They will ring the services. They will to try and look after her. That's all they're trying to do. But she's taking the fucking piss.
Yeah, I don't dispute that, but her actions have been the same all along on TikTok from all the time that she's been on TikTok. So everybody that watches her knows exactly how she performs, if you like, exactly how she makes her visions and her online activity known. And the people that are watching that have watched her for the years that they've watched her for,
100%,
and are still doing the same thing. So in terms of emergency services, you can't put it down to the likes of Corey. You can't put it down to the likes of...
I'm not putting it down to Corey. I'm not putting Corey down. He's got empathy. The same way that everybody else on the app has got empathy. And that's why they do this for her. Because she knows that she can get people to empathise with her. She knows this. This is what I'm saying to you. And she plays on people.
I get that, but what I'm also saying is the people that are watching her are also enabling her behaviour. So something has to give for... She doesn't want to help herself because she doesn't see that she's actually doing anything wrong. So the people that are watching her are the people that are enabling the activity 100%. To happen. And that's to me is like... She's got mods on there and she's got people that are watching it. So why are the mods, or why can't the mods try and sort of look to see who these people are that are generally creating the hassle and everything else that's in there and weasel these people out? Because like you say, emergency services that are needed for everybody else, it's not Ems's fault that they're being called. It's Ems's actions that are causing them to be
I think as somebody who works as like...
Here's some Corey ladies. Sorry ladies. Hi Corey.
I don't have many followers. I'm on Miss Red. I'm not going to lie.
You've got 637.
I think it's 800 to turn on the camera, is it not?
Yeah, I think so.
Right. Do you want to let the ladies finish? Otherwise, it's going to be a bit prickish if I just read the messages instead of showing you.
You know, you don't have to come in here and answer to anybody, Corey.
No, I know, but I know.
No, he doesn't. And the thing about Corey is because he's got a good heart. That's why he's helping her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I wouldn't even necessarily call it helping her, guys, right? I'll be honest with you. I'm on TikTok. I do my own videos. And then in terms of lives, you know, obviously my gifting badge warrants, you know, the attention of bigger creators because they're on here to make money. So then I slide in there, and then inevitably I make friends with them, and then I'm on a live with them. And then the next second then is twisted like I'm clout chasing, and obviously I am. Fucking, why wouldn't you be? Of course.
Yeah, at least you admitted. That's honest, you know.
I've never once hid it. Fucking hell, I couldn't hide it with EQ, could I? Let's be fair. Mm-hmm. So, but in terms of ends, as in last night's thing, obviously she messaged me. I was in bed, and then obviously you heard the voice note just now, which was like, you know, you need to get up, or what was it? You need to get on live. So I went in on my backup, but it literally was like instantly. Tommy was jumping all over me like a rash. And then he was like twisting every single thing I ever said. And then he was twisting it. But just because when she fell off the chair, I literally said the words, I think it was something along the lines, I can't remember, but maybe Miss Red's got a video. But I think I said something along the lines of, don't you think somebody should call the ambulance? Now, granted, them words probably shouldn't have been used because a couple of minutes after you could hear her snoring. So she quite clearly wasn't injured. But my scarcity is if she's fallen, I don't know how hard that floor is.
Yeah, I agree with that because you don't know, and this is my worry. Like, as much as we don't get on, I do worry for her. I do, and I can understand people worrying, hence them calling ambulances.
But well, that was the scare factor for me. Was what happens if this is the time where we're all watching this, but she's bleeding. Do you know what I mean? Or something like, you don't know how hard that floor is. She lives in a block of flats. They're always reinforced floors. I don't know what floor she's on, so I'm assuming the floors are pretty fucking tough. And obviously, you know, the chair collapsed and she fell over. Right. But then obviously she started snoring, and then I literally actively encouraged all of the chats that the ambulance was not needed. She's quite clearly sleeping. But then obviously the chats are going to do what the chats want to do anyway. Yeah. But in regards to the other people that were in there, like you know, Tommy, when the ambulance were by the door, Tommy made Alexa play the sound of the police really fucking loud. And then that just like uproared all of the chats. Everyone was laughing at it. And then straight after that, he got Jem Zeno in. And then obviously Jem Zeno was shouting, please help, help, help. As loud as she could through the camera, just to make them kick the door in. But weirdly, right, and this is the part that I found a bit strange. So on the last time that they kicked the door in, you could actively hear them booting the door in. On this one, you couldn't. It's like they had a key.
Right, okay.
They were in pretty quickly. But the only reason they entered that property, I truthfully believe, was because Jem Zeno was screaming help at the top of her voice. And then obviously, as soon as they were knocking the door, Tommy was playing the sound of the police as loud as he could on Alexa, and then pretended like he didn't want to do it. They all knew what they were doing last night, hence the reason why Tommy started on me. I don't know whether Ems wanted me in them boxes to have an argument with Tommy. I don't know. But obviously, that was the action straight after.
Mm-hmm.
Please, may I say something?
Yeah, go on, Anna.
And then I'll drop, someone else can get in. My nephew is a paramedic, right? And they are so stretched. It's really not good. You know, people sadly are passing because they're having to wait. Now, she takes no accountability. She treats them horrifically. Yeah, send people the bill. I'm totally agree with that. But in my opinion, make her work a shift with paramedics. I'm sure she'll soon change her behaviour. Because what she would see, I'm telling you, it would have a lasting effect. Make her do a shift with paramedics. That's just my opinion.
Can I agree, Anne-Marie? And do you know what it is? It's not the fact that she's drinking on live. That's fine. The only thing that bugs me is, and a majority of other people, is the way that she's treating the services when they're there. Yeah. That is it for me. It's not that she's drinking on live or, you know, or she's causing trouble. It's the fact that the services are going there and she's abusing them when they're trying to help her. That's the only thing that's grating on me.
Can I just say that as a manager within the NHS, I've obviously dealt with situations like this before, and we've actually taken people to court and they've been criminally prosecuted and had ADBOs put against them for using the ambulance service or the police, and they have like protections put in place. We have actually had somebody in the past
go to prison for it, because obviously it's misuse of the ambulance service. So it wouldn't surprise me if that's a route that they're going to look down around criminally charging her. Because I said it does happen. It's just to prevent them. But then that means that when she ever really did need an ambulance or the police, she probably would struggle to get access to that help.
And this is what I'm saying, it's so dangerous. It's like, it is, because one day she could have a fall, God forbid it should happen, and I mean that, and she genuinely needs help. There's going to be nobody there.
I mean, these men and women, they're going out to do an amazing job. It takes a very special person to do that job. And the abuse that they're getting is totally uncalled for, you know, and it just, to me, it's mind-blowing. Yes, she's got issues, and sadly, unless she wants help, it's not going to change. Nobody can, you can't take a horse for water, as they say, you know?
And it is sad, it's not nice to see that she's like that, or she's hurting in some way, or she's going through mental health struggles. It's horrendous to think, you know?
Yeah.
I just feel like when you're coming on live and it's day in, day out, you know, you've got to eventually think of other people that are sitting watching, you know, the emergency services, you know?
Yeah.
Hello.
Can you drop me out now, please?
Thank you, Anne.
Like I say, make her do a shift with them. I'm sure she'll change her mind.
Darling.
Hello, can I say something?
Yeah, of course you can.
I think, Corey, you knew what you was doing when you said phone about an ambulance. You knew it's going to trigger someone to phone an ambulance, go to EMS.
I think you find a lady laying passed out on the floor was going to trigger an ambulance, regardless whether I said anything or not.
Yeah, but you watch her, you know what she's like. You know what you was doing by saying that. I don't believe you one little bit.
Okay, I'm not looking for your approval anyway, but thank you.
Whatever you think. But also, why did you say the other day this caused some drama?
Pardon?
Why was you going on her live the other day saying this caused some drama with someone? So you know what you're doing when you're going on live with her to cause drama.
Right. So what are you trying to get at? Last night was all staged.
Don't you think you're making her more dangerous than what she already is?
Okay.
Enablers. That's what they are. They're enablers. Let me just pipe up and let me tell you some home truths about this geezer. So when he was insinuating, let's cause some drama, he knew that I was on live. And he also knew that I was having drama with them, because I've said nothing but truths. I've spoken to Miss Red about it. And I've also said what she does is when her viewers are a little bit low, she acts up, she plays up, and she'll do whatever she can to get more attention, to get more views, to get more views. Look at John. Now, John said it exactly the night before, let's cause some drama. And then Em said, oh, Boxer's on live. Then next minute, she's spam requesting me to get in to give me shit. And then Corey's gone and done exactly the same thing. Now, I've just posted a video yesterday about Corey. This is a guy, yeah, he's transphobic. He said to Miss Faye, I can see straight through you. I can see exactly what you've got in between your legs, inferring to a DICK. And he's just going against like everything that he stands for, do you know what I mean? And to go into another woman like that, bro, is absolutely fucking disgusting. For views, for clout, for fucking likes on your videos, considering that you've run 3 successful businesses, bro.
I don't run 3.
You told me you got 3 businesses.
No, I didn't, Boxer.
Yes, you did. I've got the text.
That's all you've done, right? Since I unfollowed you was goad me and goad me and goad me.
No, it's not. Prove it.
Yeah,
prove it. Since you unfollowed me, I didn't even know you unfollowed me until I went in the box.
Oh, and that's why you messaged me. Why did you unfollow me?
Yeah, the other day, yeah, because I noticed you unfollowed me. When me and you have had no drama, now you're around M's, you're creating all the fucking drama. And you know what? I thought better of you, bro. I thought better of you.
Yeah, I thought better of you instead of shouting and screaming at a woman all the time, but there we go. It is
bro,
what it is.
It's okay for her to speak to everyone else like shit, but when she gets some home truths, do you not think like I've got feelings and fucking, do you know what I mean? Mental health myself going on, and then you're enabling it. You're telling her to let's go and find some fucking drama when you know if you're her true friend and you're a friend of her, then why the fuck would you say, let's go cause some fucking drama? When you knew the night before the ambulance was there, you knew as soon as the ambulance people was gone, 5 minutes later, she's jumping around on live again, wasting fucking NHS time and money, and you're enabling that. And I thought better of you, and you can sit there and say, I'm shouting at a woman. Fucking right I will. Do you know why? Because I travelled 7 hours to go and see that girl in person because she was sat on live, crying day in, day out, not saying that she was SHing and she was doing this, doing that. So I drove 7 hours with my fucking girlfriend to go and see her. And then she's saying that I didn't help her, it weren't me, it was all Dave's hands. Okay, yeah, I'll hold my hands up. There's not much I could do. We turned up there. She doesn't talk in person. She's a total different person in character in real life. So on the app and off the app, she is two different people. And then, so I went down to see her and tried to tell her, listen, maybe stay off the app for a little bit. Stay off the app for a little bit. You've got friends off the app. She does have friends off the app. And moderators go and see her often, you know what I mean? And talk to her often. She does have friends off the app. And so I said to her, just mix with your friends off the app. And do you know what she done? As soon as we come home, she was fucking live again with a little pink cup out, making everyone fucking feel sorry for her, crocodile tears, getting everyone to fucking gift her. And this is the thing, and you know this, and you even said, of course I'm doing it for clout, but to go in on me for clout to another man, bro, that is fucking bang out of order.
100%.
Absolutely agree.
Can I say something, please? I am new to boxes. I do watch Ems. Boxer, when you went down to meet Ems, didn't she send you a text message to say that she didn't want you to go?
No.
Yes, she did, because she showed it on live.
She did not send me a message. She sent
a message to you saying she did not want you to come down.
No, she didn't. No,
and
she
showed it on live.
That was to Hustle, not me.
But it was sent to you. She didn't want you there. You just went off your own back.
No, I
she
didn't.
didn't want you there.
Yes, she did. She
didn't.
Me, Mandy. She even messaged me, asking me if I'm still coming, and she's like, "Okay, I'll see you soon."
Right, she put the messages up saying that she didn't want you there, okay? You went hard on to Ems the other day.
Those messages...
What Corrie is on about, because
she didn't say...
the way you spoke to a woman is absolutely disgusting.
Well,
and second of all, the day before, when the ambulance was called, Ems was accused of unaliving Marcus. And that gets thrown in that poor girl's face every time. But actually what happened to Marcus was...
That's got nothing to do with me.
Yes, it is, because it triggers her. And you all know that it triggers her, and that's what you all use. Marcus was in hospital for 2 weeks with his heart. The hospital sent him out. He went to Ems, and that night he had a heart attack. And then was sent to hospital and he died. Okay? Hang on a minute. But it gets thrown in her face so many times.
Thank you, Mandy. I just want to say something. I don't agree with people throwing Marcus in the face. Do you know what I mean? I just want to say that.
Boxer didn't do that. Boxer didn't do that, mind.
Yeah, and I don't like Marcus being brought up, to be honest.
No, neither do I, because it's off the app. It shouldn't be brought on the app. Right, but the thing is, right, can I just say one thing about that situation? The reason why I brought that situation up and the reason why I brought Marcus up is because of what she said about Vic Rose apparently hitting her kids on live or on a video. So then I said, well, there's a video of you elbowing Marcus. And she said, yeah, but it didn't happen. And I said, well, you can't actually see Vic hitting her kid. She could have hit the bed. That's what the allegations were. Some people were saying she hit her kid. Some people were saying she hit the bed. Now, I know, because I've spoken to Vic, that she did actually hit the bed because Josh didn't cry. And I know if Vic hit Josh, he would cry because that's the kind of kid he is. And you can't hear him crying. Right? Now, what I'm saying is, like, I don't know that for 100%. I can't sit here defending Vic because I don't know if that 100% happened. But what I'm saying is, I don't believe that Vic would actually do that. right? But what I'm also saying is that there's a video of Ems elbowing Marcus. That's the allegations. It's on the FYP. It's been put out there. Do you know what I mean? So then I said, it's exactly the same as your situation. You're saying you didn't elbow Marcus. There's a video on the FYP with you elbowing Marcus. Did you elbow Marcus or not? Do you know what I mean? It's the same situation. Exactly the same. There's two videos. One of Vic, one of Ems. One of Vic apparently slapping Josh, son. And then one of Ems apparently elbowing Marcus. Did she, didn't she? It's he say, she say. So I brought it up and I said, but it's exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same situation. Do you know what I mean? Two videos.
Boxer, I feel like Marcus shouldn't be brought up and neither should children. So
exactly.
Yeah,
No,
so kids should be left out of it and so should, you know, God bless the soul, Marcus. Yeah.
I literally only jumped in just to say to Mandy, we have actually got a screenshot of the message that Ems showed online.
Put it on, please, Sammy.
That actually said, are you still coming down today? Actually asking him if he's still coming down. I've sat and watched Corey and Ems sat saying, before they actually came and requested Boxer, let's go cause some trouble. Ems, Boxer's on.
Boxer was already in the box before I joined. And then, and then he come back. They were already arguing way
Boxer. Later, they decided again, because the lives were a little bit boring, they turned around again and went, we need some more drama.
But then if you look at Boxer's reaction when he come back into the box, he started on her once, then he went quiet, then he was thinking of stuff to say, then he'd come back with something else.
No,
then he
that's
went
bullshit.
quiet again.
That's bullshit.
It's true, bro. Everyone was watching.
Nah, do you know what? When I joined the live, I knew exactly what was going on because someone said in the chat, they're here to cause problems, they're here to cause drama. Exactly the same as the John Shield situation. John Shield said, I'm bored, let's have Boxer, let's cause some drama. You went and done exactly the same thing, and it was you and Ems that was already live together before I jumped in, because you said let's cause some drama. So don't get it twisted and don't sit there on your fucking pedestal trying to make yourself fucking look good, because trust me, bro, I told you yesterday, you're bringing yourself down. You've got no reputation no more. You're only doing this for clout, and you're admitted to fucking saying it's clout, and then to sit there bareback lie and fucking say.
And you went up there, and you went up there for the same thing.
Joined. Nah, bro.
Can I just jump in here? Like,
sorry, Jane. Can I just hear from Martin? Sorry, darling. Hi, Martin. Martin and Hayley haven't spoke yet.
Hello, Miss Red. I'm just wondering, can everyone hear me? Because I've got new headphones on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got 3 points that I really want to make. Is I'm in recovery for alcohol, and I'm, I think, about a year and 3 days now, completely sober from.
Well done,
well done. So,
hey, well done.
But with Ems, like when the paramedics come to Ems, it's no one's even thought about this, but the journey that the paramedics have to take on blue lights and sirens can put the paramedics' lives at risk, because all it takes is one driver not to be reacting quick enough, pulls into the ambulance is hit. I've got quite a few paramedic friends. I worked within the ambulance service as a patient transport, and you know, no one ever thinks of the journey it takes the ambulance to get from where it's going to the core, because people on the cores will always go, oh, she's not breathing, we've not seen her move. So that is the most urgent call. Now, go on, Miss Red, sorry.
Now I was going to say, brilliant point. I never even thought about that. Well done, Martin.
Yeah, and it was just that you could see she was moving. I've seen it a couple of times on the FYP, where you can see she's moving. She doesn't need an ambulance. But then, everyone just think about it. Their nan or their granddad has fallen over, and they're on the floor for 12, 14 hours.
Yeah.
Because there isn't only one Ems in this country, there is loads. And I'm not going to sit here and lie. I was one of them who would drink that much, I'd fall over. Living on my own, I would have to then try and get some support to get help to get up.
Yeah.
And now looking back, I think I'm angry at myself for what I did, but I got the help, I got the support.
Yeah.
And people say, yeah, but Martin, there's no support out there. There is. If you want the support, you can get the support.
Yeah. And well done to you, Martin.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Can I join in here, please?
Yeah, of course, Alice.
I'm with Martin on this. The reason I've come is because I'm angry. I don't do boxers. I'm a quiet watcher and I'm angry. My dad spent 35 years in the ambulance service. He joined that job because he wanted to care for people. He loved and he wanted to care for other people. Now, he could leave a job from losing a child to watching an elderly person lose a loved one, broken, and then he'd have to get in an ambulance and drive to the next job where he's picking up somebody that's using substance by choice. He left his job because of substance abuse users. That is the reason he couldn't work anymore, because he wasn't in that job to pick up the low life off the floor, off the streets. He was there to look after the elderly. He was there to look after people that needed him, to save lives. I'm getting tearful because I am so angry with this woman.
Yeah, but it's not Ems that's calling the ambulances. It's the trolls.
I don't care who
When
it
she
is.
was unconscious
I am
on the
not putting this
bed.
out to Em. I'm putting this out to everybody
I know,
that's listening.
what I'm trying to get at,
sorry.
you're blaming Ems, right? Yes,
No.
she has a drink problem.
No.
But when Ems was on the bed and she was unconscious, we were all putting in hang on a minute.
I'm
We were
sorry, she
all
was not.
putting-
to speak, guys.
We were all putting in the chat, Ems is asleep. You could hear
if
her
Ems
snore.
wants to drink, that is Em's choice entirely. You
But
turn
she
off
was
you
asleep.
live when you know you're at a point where people are going to get involved and ring emergency services.
Yeah,
Turn
but that's
that
not her
live off.
fault. If she's
But the
asleep,
The night that Ems was on the bed, right?
she was asleep. We could hear her
Yeah.
snore.
Mandy, let other people speak, please. Don't shout over people.
I'm not shouting over people, and I know what it's like because my husband passed away last year. Okay, so I know what it's like to have ambulances out, but you can't blame a girl for having ambulances called out when she's not calling them. It's
Right.
the trolls. Have you got
Mandy, can
the
I just
same-
say something,
Not
Mandy?
once did
Can
I
I
blame
say
Em.
something? Have you got the same passion about it when CLA gets the police out, the ambulances, the
Right.
takeaways?
I just said that. I have not blamed Em once. I have blaming people.
No, not you, Han. I'm
that
not
are
on about
abusing
you,
the
darling.
NHS
I'm on
service.
about other people. Ems doesn't call the ambulances.
No, she's
and the
lied.
reason she reacts like that when the ambulance people is there is because she gets woke up and it frightens her. Because she's scared. That's why Ems has cameras all around her house. Ems has a stalker, a really bad stalker.
Yeah.
Okay, and it is severe. So she has cameras all around her house. If she falls and she falls asleep, and all of a sudden there's these men in the house, it's gonna scare her.
Right,
And she
well, I'm going
will
to drop
shout.
down because I'm not here to argue. I don't argue. I'm just putting a point across. People, not Ems, people shouldn't be abusing the NHS service that is breaking because of substance abuse users. If she wants to use substance abuse, that's entirely up to her. If she wants help, go get help. Don't get the NHS. Right, can you kick me out now, please?
Thank you, Alice.
Princess?
Could I
Oh, and can I just say in the chat,
something,
I
Mandy?
don't need help, okay?
Mandy, can I just say something, right? Right, it's happened 3 nights on the row now, is it? An ambulance has been called. Is it 2 or 3? I don't know.
It's 3.
3 times, yeah? So after the first time, I think you turn your live off before you go to bed. Because you're not allowed to do sleep lives on TikTok anyway. Sleep lives aren't allowed on TikTok. And they've got a thing in place which obviously isn't working, where you have to slide the little puzzle across to prove that you're still on live, you're still awake, and you're still doing it. So she knows what she's doing, Mandy. She's not stupid. She knows she's getting 4, 5, 6,000 people in her live while she's laid there asleep. Do you know what I mean? Because she's doing it for attention. If not, then after the first time the ambulance come, you'd know not to fall asleep, surely. Like, she's a 30-year-old woman. Do you know what I mean? She's a grown woman. She should know by her actions she's wasting fucking ambulance time and that she needs to go off live because people are going to think that she's laid there, like you've just said, unconscious, but she's fucking not. She's asleep and then pretending to be unconscious and then fucking kicking off with fucking mums, dads, fucking husbands, fucking wives, whatever, that have to come and show their face on fucking camera because she sat there asleep with a fucking camera live. And she knows that the police kicked the door through to come through or whatever. I don't know the whole story. To get into her flat. Do you know what I mean? And then she's blaming the police for kicking her fucking door through because she sat there asleep, pissed up again. Right? There needs to be something where moderators have got access to your live that can turn your fucking live on.
Right, up to Boxer, please.
I'm going to jump down anyway.
Ems leaves, when Ems goes to bed, Ems leaves every light on in that flat. She doesn't turn it off.
Mandy,
hang on a minute.
Question.
He even goes to
Just
sleep.
let Maggie finish, please.
He goes to sleep with the lights on. And she has the live on just so it's for her own safety. Okay? You got to remember, this girl is being stalked horrendously. Okay? When someone comes in your flat and you're asleep and you're woken up, I'll tell you what I would do. I'd punch them in the face.
Right.
Because I wouldn't know who they were.
Boxer, can I just jump in a sec? Can I ask Mandy a question? Mandy, do you know when you said she's got a stalker, he's very dangerous? How do you know he's very dangerous? She's been texting him back, she's been having hours on phone calls with him, accepting presents from him. He can't be that much of a
Not
danger.
the stalker, that's a different bloke. The other stalker actually attacked him outside the bus stop.
No, that's not Brian.
Yes, it is true.
No, it's not. No,
yes, it is. It's all on video.
So he's a stalker. He doesn't even live in Liverpool no more. Have you got proof it's Brian?
Yeah, she's got video evidence of it.
What video has she got of him?
She's got the video of him attacking her verbally outside the bus stop.
He never
He's had
attacked
the
her.
video of two men sitting in a car watching her flat.
How do you know they were watching the fracture out? You see, you're contradicting yourself there. You've just said Brian's a stalker, then there's two men sitting in a car.
Yeah, there was two men,
Which
right?
one is it?
No.
Which one is it, Mandy?
The first one attacked him outside the bus stop.
Yeah,
okay?
but you've just said he's a stalker.
Yeah, but she's got a few.
No, you've just said two. You've just said, oh my God.
And then
You can't
two
make your mind
men,
up.
she has a camera that goes outside to her area.
Yeah, she
and then
she's
two men
had cameras and
got out
before
of the
even any of
car,
this.
walked around the back of the car, was watching him, his flat, because you can actually see their face looking up at her window. And then he gets back in the car and they sit there. That's why Ems has now brought blackout curtains so nobody can see her in the kitchen.
You're on about Jack and Dan. That's who you're on about, in it, darling.
Jack and Dan.
Yeah, Brian isn't.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not Brian.
I just jumped in to say you completely mixing up different people, so just be a bit cautious of what you're doing. So Ems originally had beef with Brian because they were neighbours and they've got a past with each other, so they've always argued. It was brought to social media. However, Brian isn't the person who's stalking Ems.
No, but she doesn't know who it is.
No, she does. She does know who it is.
We know who it is.
We all know who it is because we watched lives where they turned up outside hotels and stuff like that. Hotels and stuff like that. We've seen it unfold on social media, so we all know who it is.
Imagine
but I think just be mindful because you're accusing someone else.
Yeah, no, I'm not accusing him. I said he attacked her outside the bus stop.
You said Brian is a stalker.
Yeah, but he was.
You're accusing someone who hasn't done anything. He isn't a sort of.
Until he was moved away.
Hey, doesn't Ems's mum go up to the car? When the two lads are sat in the car,
Yeah,
doesn't
outside the hotel, yeah.
No.
Hey, does that even sound the same?
Yes, she does,
Does it
because she
even sound
drags
the
her
same?
away.
Brian doesn't
She
sound
drags
nothing
her
like
away,
Jack.
yeah,
I've seen a
Sounds nothing
video.
like them.
When Manhattan, she
So
was
they
with
do know.
Manhattan.
They
That's
know.
the two people
Ems-
that you're talking
right,
about.
No,
Ems
it
does know
isn't.
who
It is.
No, it isn't.
Yes,
The
it
two-
is.
It is. The two
Paul,
people in
Paul,
that
can you
car.
repeat the whole thing
The two
from
people in
inside
that
the
car that
flat?
you're talking about are the same two people that were outside the flat. And that is, Ems has actually said that herself. So
Yes, she has,
just
yeah.
be careful with what you're saying because you're mixing people up here. Ems' mum was there because she was called by Barker.
Mad at it, and AJ went out
Ems
to the car
doesn't really
with
talk to her
and
mum.
stayed in the
So when
hotel.
Em's mum's turned up and she dragged Ems away from the car, and that is all on video and it's clear for everybody to see.
Right.
Yes,
but
agreed.
all I'm saying is you can't keep blaming this lady.
But you can't go blaming all the
So hang on, for phoning ambulances when she is asleep.
So Mandy, so okay, so she's not phoning ambulances while she's asleep. But where is her accountability after that first time that ambulance turned up? Where is her accountability to go and her respect to those people that are turning up, that are doing a job, not knowing what they're going to, as somebody else has said? My husband, my partner, is a firefighter, and I'm sorry, but if he turned up there and was spoken to like that, for somebody that's her actions are causing these
Yeah, I know, and it's also because she drinks, and also because she
where's
was
the
asleep.
accountability for it? You have to have accountability
Yes, I know
for
that.
yourself. But you're
She
saying
was
you
asleep.
can't, let me speak, Mandy.
And if you're in bed asleep and you automatically get woken up by two strange men in your house, what's your
Then don't do it a second time to put yourself in that position.
Or a
Depend
third
on the
time.
Simple as that. You
Or
shouldn't have to do it
Guys,
a second time, the third time, the fourth time, or whatever.
Please, please let me say something. Guys, keep the comments respectful, please. I don't want any,
Oh, yeah, no, I've been reading it. Don't worry, darling.
Keep the comments respectful, because if you don't keep them respectful, you'll get muted. All right, guys.
If I could
Right,
just,
Miss Red, I'm going to jump down, Miss Red. Thank you for
Hey,
allowing
wait
me
there,
to come up.
Sammy, I need you
if
to
I can
that
just,
text up again.
if it's possible, if I can just speak, because obviously I've sat listening to everyone discussing it, and I just wanted to give my perspective on it, if that's all right. Being perfectly honest with you, if I scrolled into a live and I seen someone on the deck, yeah, regardless of whether I thought they were asleep or they were injured, and I knew that obviously they drank, because it's well known on social media, isn't it, that Ems likes to drink, I would ring an ambulance regardless of what I was seeing in the comments, because you go into some lives, and some lives you go into, people are getting trolled horrendously in them lives, so you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. But I think when it comes to accountability, I think what everyone else is saying is correct as well, because what you've got to understand is this isn't the first time that this has happened.
No, I know, and she does need to take accountability for some of it.
And this has happened on more than one occasion. So your argument would be valid if you come in here and you said, you know, this is the first time she was petrified, it was done on live stream. People would probably say, yeah, fair dues. But the fact that it's happened on more than one occasion, it just completely invalidates your argument.
Yeah,
absolutely. What you have to understand is Em's drinks, yes. When she's on a good day, she's fine. But then when someone triggers her, it changes.
Mandy.
And then she drinks to the point where she blacks out.
Mandy, wait, can I just say, right, when somebody triggers her, 3 nights in a row she's come at me saying, let's go and cause some drama. And she's influenced by people like Corey, like Blue Air John, and people like that. So it's not her getting triggered, it's her triggering other people, getting a reaction, and then she doesn't like the fucking reaction, so then she blows up. And then she thinks, all right, I've got this many people in my room, because we all know she's fucking worse than Emmerdale, sitting there watching paint dry, when she's got no one to bully, no one to go in on, and their lives are fucking boring, when she's just sat there and she's got no drama going on, because she doesn't provide entertainment. She provides nothing. She is boring. So she drinks to get the courage to be able to act up, to get viewers in a room, and then she doesn't give a shit about the consequences that she has on other people, no matter who they are. Like, Mandy, can I just say, this is the text that you're referring to. This is the day before that I tried to set it up so Vic and Ems could meet up together because they were both going through a bad time, and I felt that Vic was pulling herself through and she could try and help Ems in any way, shape or form that she could. So what I done was I rang Vic and said, Vic, would you mind meeting Ems? She went, not really, I don't want to fucking meet her, why would I? And I said, but she's going through a bad time, can you help her? You've been in a bad place, you know how it feels to be able to pull yourself through, and I do believe that Vic's getting there. She's getting herself together and she's done fucking amazing. So
yes, she has. I've seen lives of Vic, she's done amazing.
So I tried to put them two together to sort it out. These are the messages
can I interject?
before.
Sorry.
These are the messages the day before.
She's been on this app for an awful long time, so the fact that coincidentally you only started to make sure she was okay and stuff after you disappeared for a bit and then come back, people could say the same about you, that you did it for clout. And I don't mean that disrespectfully, but
I didn't go live once.
I don't mean
on social media once when he went to meet Ems.
You can't come on here and paint out like you're the great guy and you tried to sort everything out, because she's been on social media for a long time, an awful long time.
Yeah, because boxing views don't go down below 1,500. Boxing
at a point where you completely disappeared and then come back to the app. So when you're sitting here preaching all this stuff, that's all good and well, but I can't really take it seriously from you, do you get me? If someone had been there from the start and supported it and tried to help it and then all of a sudden it's now in here, then I could understand it. But just from my perspective, I can't really take you seriously because you only got involved after you disappeared and come back.
But the thing is, if Boxer had done that for clout or to get viewers in his room or whatever, he'd have actually gone live while he was there like everybody else does, but he kept it away from the app because he actually genuinely wanted to help.
But we know about
I didn't tell anyone that I was going there. I spoke to Dave off the app. I spoke to Dave and I said, are you going down, Dave? And he went, I don't know, I think I might go down. And I said, well, if you're going down, I'll come down with you, because you know what fucking can happen. Look at every lad that's been in the kitchen, all come back. Dave's fucking wiser than that. But I said, I'll come down with you. So I spoke to Ems as well, and they're the messages. As you can clearly say, Mandy, that it says, hey, just wondering if you're still coming down. And I put, yeah, we're on our way down. I just spoke to Dave. And then you can see there, thank you. I really appreciate you. Come and see you soon. Right. Let me just say, right, after when we were there, there was at no point where Ems was bored or uncomfortable or whatever around me or around Dave. Dave did help her because he got there earlier. He rang the doctors, he rang crisis team or whoever it was. And yeah, Dave did fucking help her. But I was there as moral support. I took my girlfriend down so my girlfriend could talk to her as well. And she was a complete different person. She was laughing, she was smiling, and then she seemed okay. But we were there because she was in a bad place. That's the only reason why I went down. And I would do it to anyone. I would do it for anyone who was suffering with mental health. And you know why? Because I know what it's like, because I've been there. I was discharged from the army with PTSD. Just last year, I'd done a 400-mile walk to raise money for mental health, as well as other charities. I've done that because I'm a supporter of trying to help people that are suffering with mental health. And it's not about clout. It's about trying to fucking help someone. And you know what? The clout is shouted up too fucking easy on this app. Oh, they're doing it for clout. They're doing it for this. But what about for the genuine fucking reasons that I did actually go down there? Not one person has said to me, big up Boxer for going down to try and help her. All they've said is, oh, you done it for clout. I went on the app for 7 months. I weren't even going to come back on this app because of these reasons. Because it's all fucking toxic and people jump down your throat the minute you try and do something good. Look at after the walk, Miss Red, the shit I got. I scammed the charities. I done this. I didn't pay the charities. I fucking ripped them off. But I've look at my post, the proofs up there. I donated to every single charity with the numbers of the charity that you can ring up with a number and ask the charity if they've received that money. And even still to this day, I still get called a fucking scammer, that you scam charities. And that's the problem with this app. It's all, oh, he's doing it for clout. He's doing it for clout. I've done it out of the goodness of my fucking heart.
Can I be honest? Sorry, MT. Do you know, like, the fact that you went down there, you never went on camera, it wasn't broadcasted. I don't think you went down there for clout. I think you went down there out of goodness. Because if it was for clout, it all would have been documented. So I don't believe you went for clout. Go on, MT.
Sorry, I just literally just have to slightly disagree with that point. I think if it wasn't brought to the app at all, whether it be done on live stream, whether it be a discussion, whether it be a message, then that could have validated the point. But I think the fact that obviously it was brought here, it was getting some form of attention, so it was helping you. And my point is, the whole of this app is clout. People say it's not. It is. Everyone jumps in everyone's box for clout. They go and do what they think is going to benefit them and what's going to be best for them and their platform. And they foresee things and they think, well, you know what? If I do this situation now, I'm in a shit place, but then I might get more views in a few weeks' time, or I might get a bit more support because I'm building these relationships with people. So I don't think people can say that it's not. I think everyone does everything on this app for clout, regardless of whether they sit there and they go, oh, I'm not a clout chaser. Everyone is.
Right, can I just say then?
Well, because I'm just going to disagree with you there, because I lost my husband 19 months ago when I turned to TikTok to distract myself. And that's when I met Boxer. And now me and Boxer have become best friends. He's been there for me and my children from day dot, off the app. Not on the app, off the app, right? And there's not just me. There is so many people. And he doesn't go splouting it about the app, because that's not what he's about. And the whole point, this app has got so toxic. Like Boxers just said, you can't do any good now on this app whatsoever without anybody thinking you're doing it for a reason. And then this is why there isn't anybody doing any nice things anymore, because when they do, they get brought down for it. So what's the point?
Well, exactly. I mean, I witness it. Many of my friends go through the same things, doing nice things, and they get brought down. But that's what I'm saying. Social media is a huge game, isn't it? And everyone chases clout, whether it's good clout or bad clout. That's how people build the platforms. I'm not going to say I'm not a clout chaser. Everyone is. Everyone goes in people's boxes because they want to get noticed. They want to add their opinions. They want people to understand what their opinions are. I think that's a well said statement. What people obviously don't agree with is the fact that I'm saying, just from my opinion, from what I've seen, it looks like that someone who could have helped an individual a year or 2 years ago, because they've been on social media for an awful long time, only decided that when they disappeared and come back to social media to start to help someone. That is questionable. That's not me being naive. If you look at the facts, why didn't they help her 2 years ago? Why did they wait until they left?
We weren't going live with her 2 years ago.
I went live with her 2 years ago.
He's been live for a long time, and so is she. Just because you disagree with my opinion.
That's like saying, why didn't he help me 2 years ago? I didn't know him 2 years ago.
Yeah, but you might not have known him 2 years ago, but he's been a live streamer on TikTok for a long time, and so
does that mean every live streamer has to know every live streamer?
No, but he would have been aware of who she was.
Mother Teresa, can I just say that I never brought it to the app that I'd met up with Ems. Ems brought it up saying that I didn't help her. So Ems was the one that brought it up that I went down there. I'd never even so much as mentioned it, not even on my lives. So it's not me bringing this up that I went down to help her. It's because it was all done off the app. Every single thing was done off the app. The messages, you can see the messages were done off the app. I didn't jump in a box and say, oh, Ems, I'm coming down to help you. I didn't do fuck all. The only thing that I done, right, is try to help someone that looked very, very depressed and very, very in a dark place at that day. In that morning when she was live and she was crying on the camera, I said to my girlfriend, we need to go down and help her because she does look fucking distressed. And my girlfriend said she's got that look in her eyes of a distressed person, which she did. She was looking through the phone, she went looking at the comments, and she looked in a bad place. So I said, it's a good idea, we should go down and help her. After that point,
you also needed to go down and help her as well, because everyone that's gone down to supposedly help her have all been big drinkers. So all they're helping her is going.
That's not true.
Yes, it
Tyrone's been there, and Tyrone don't drink. Brett's been there. Brett don't drink.
You know, you can be defensive and disagree with my opinion. I'm not saying you have to agree with me.
No, but I am disagreeing with what you're saying.
I'm just saying the way that I perceive it and the way that I've seen it is the fact that obviously I've watched them for a while, and I've also seen you on social media for a while, and the person in me would be asking why now and why not 2 years ago. That's the only question I have.
Because he wanted clout,
and then... what I mean? That would be, and people can disagree or agree with me, like I'm not bothered.
I agree with you, Mother Teresa, I do. Because after they had the row, he got, when Corey was in there, he brought Faye in.
No, Faye requested. So
But you knew that they don't get on.
Well, why is Faye requesting if they don't get on? That's what I'm saying. So why is Faye
because
requesting
Faye
when
wanted
she
an
knows that
argument,
Em's in the
bro.
box with Corey? Why
Thank
is she
you, Corey.
requesting? What
It's
was that,
because
Corey?
Miss Faye wanted a row because her numbers were quite low, and she even admitted it in the box. Oh, come on, let's carry on. Oh, get more clout, send more corgis with the wiggly bums. Isn't that right, Corey?
Mandy, I'm going to sound really counterintuitive by our right, but for the past couple of minutes, right, you've been going in on Boxer, and ironically...
No, I'm not going in on Boxer, but I'm saying is, you're all attacking them, saying it's Em's phoning the ambulances. It's not her phoning the ambulances.
Nobody's attacking Ems, darling. It's just... Nobody's attacking... Mandy, please let me finish speaking. No one's attacking Ems. We're obviously discussing the actions that are actually caused by her, online antics.
Yeah, because it's a shock. It's the shock of waking up with strangers in your house.
But Mandy, I've told her, and John have told her on lives numerous times, since that first incident when the ambulance came, you need to end your life. We will call you. We will end the life. And yes. It doesn't help the situation. Like last night, I shouldn't have. I obviously got invited into the boxes. I felt as if I was invited into that. Now, in retrospect, was just to argue with Tommy. I don't think it was needed for anything else. I think the only reason I was in there for was to argue with Tommy. When I come on live and she was arguing with Boxer, I feel as if that was all for again to affect Boxer. I've never had an issue with Faye, and then Faye went against me, so I went against Faye. So then straight away, there's another argument there.
No, Faye said, all Faye said, and this is where you're contradicting yourself. All Faye said is, I see right through you, Corey, because you're doing this for clout. And then you said, I am doing it for clout.
You act as if I don't hide that, bro.
The video's on there, bro. The video's on there. Everyone go and watch my latest and you can see what he says. What he says is downgrading towards Miss Faye.
I don't care.
We're downgrading towards you because...
She starts on everyone, bro. She starts on everyone. She's transphobic to her own community, and you want to come to me for being transphobic when I'm in that community.
Well, and I think people who keep on saying, well, why didn't you go and help MC? Let me tell you why. Because I'm not a medical professional. I cannot determine whether someone suffers from alcohol abuse or not. That is not my job. As someone on social media watching something happens, it's not up to me to determine how someone's lifestyle goes. Whether they decide that they want to wake up in the morning and they want to drink or they don't want to drink. There's people out there to support people. My job would be to signpost people to relevant services. It's not my job to intervene and get involved. Just like when there's been plenty of people I've been on social media, I've been friends with who've had issues, and I've supported them in signposting them, but it's not my job to make someone go somewhere and do something. That's up to them. It's a lifestyle choice. It's something that she's always done. It's something that's going to consistently happen. And regardless of whether you think you're going to be able to change it or not, it's not going to happen. And I know people say, but if you don't try, I know people say, well, if you don't try, it's never going to happen. But realistically, how many people have you watched tried and it hasn't succeeded? Which means that the issue isn't that people need to go and help her, because that's already happened. The issue is she doesn't want to change her ways. So if she doesn't want to change her ways, that's her choice. I've worked with people who've got with substance abuse issues and alcoholism, and what you have to understand is the only way you can get someone to change the ways is if they actually want to do it. And clearly, she makes an absolute fortune on social media. She's got a massive following of people who will support her regardless of what goes on. And she doesn't want to change her ways. Let's be realistic.
She can't stop drinking.
Who is anyone here to determine whether someone's an alcoholic or not? No one here is a medical professional, as far as I know. I haven't seen no one's nursing pin. No one in here is a psychiatrist or a lifestyle coach. And yet, these are the people who are sitting here saying, I went up to help her. I'm not being hateful. I'm just being honest. I'm giving me honest opinion of how I see it.
I went up to help her. I'm by far not a medical professional. I'm not a mental health nurse. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not any of the above that you just said. But what I am is a fucking decent person that fucking took the time and energy to go down to see her face to face to try and fucking tell her, listen, this needs to stop. This needs to stop. That's all that was said. I ain't a fucking cloud chaser, by far not. What I do is I've been on the app for 3 years. I've done good and bad on the app like everybody else. But one thing I've realised is when I've got the police kicking my door through because fucking ambulance crew need to get in to see if she's okay, why do it fucking second and fucking third time? Why fall asleep knowing that this is going to happen? It needs to fucking stop. And the only way it is going to stop is if she gets fucking suspended off the app so she can't fucking enable this anymore. And people like Mandy, the fucking enabler, fucking addiction.
I'm not an enabler. I don't give him.
Thank you very much. I'm glad that I've cleared that up. But I didn't
So you've got that completely wrong. I don't enable her. I watch her.
You've been excusing her behaviour. You've been excusing her behaviour.
I haven't been excusing her. I did turn around and just say, Ems needs help, but she has to do it when she's ready.
Yeah, but mental health and experience to behave like she does, and she knows exactly what's going to happen. When she passes out on live, she knows exactly what's going to happen. She knows exactly what the trolls are going to do, and yet she still does it over and over and over again.
Em doesn't drink through the day.
Sorry, darling. I just want to hear from Hayley because she hasn't spoken yet. Hi, Hayley.
Hello, you alright?
I'm good, thank you. Are you okay, darling?
Yeah, I've just seen all the comments saying let Hayley speak, and I was like, look, I can wait. I'm just polite and I will wait my turn. It's fine. Yeah, I just got a few points that obviously I had to phone an ambulance on Saturday for my partner. She has epilepsy and stops breathing during seizures. And I actually phoned, and I've been made, obviously this time, luckily they came within 5 minutes, which is great. But last year, it was quite a long time before they even answered the phone. And then when I finally got through and they actually turned up, it was quite a long time. And obviously we went into hospital on Saturday. Obviously I'm not going to say which one, but we actually saw a lady who must have been about 90 on a trolley, and she was there when we got there. And 30 hours later when we left, she was still there.
Wow.
And
That's
it's
awful.
like absolutely shocking that, and I just see them turning up at her house and she's shouting and she's screaming at them, you know. And actually when they came to my house, my first reaction was, I'm so sorry I've had to phone you because I know you're busy, and you know, I'm really sorry that I've had to ring. And the paramedic actually said, no, this is what we do our job for. You know, this is obviously what we should be doing for a job, you know, so you haven't wasted our time, it's fine. And I just think it's no remorse. Yeah, it just takes a while, obviously, to recover. So she just takes, you know, a few days afterwards to recover and everything. But it sort of worries me that if I ever have to phone again in the future, I might not actually be able to get through.
Yeah.
You know, when you're sat with someone, obviously, that's had a seizure and has stopped breathing, and it's quite a frightening thing that you might not actually be able to get through.
Yeah, exactly that. And this is why I've got such a big problem with what's been happening this week, you know. And just like many people, it's not that I dislike her or, you know, I've got a hate for her. It's the just disrespect of and the lack of, you know, care for when they have turned up. And I don't think, you know, if you've got cameras in your house, we know she's got cameras in her house, you don't need to sleep online for safety because you've got the cameras there. So you don't need cameras. You don't need to sleep online for safety. If you're going to display their behaviours on TikTok Live, people are thinking you're passing out or whatever, they're going to be concerned to ring ambulances, you know, and this is the whole thing.
And I also think, obviously, everybody's saying it's not her fault. She's not the one phoning them. It's people in the lives, and it's not her fault. So obviously she'd then be sorry for that. So then I just thought maybe she should donate the gifts from her live that while the ambulance were there treating her to the NHS or to the ambulance service. If she really is that sorry, then, you know, maybe she should do that.
Yeah, it's not nice when she talks to the ambulance people like that, because I know how it feels. My husband died on July the 6th. He was in hospital for 4 days and passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that, Mandy.
So I know what it's like when you need an ambulance, because he's been unwell for the last 5 years. He lost both his legs and his kidneys failed. And he died of sepsis, so I know what it's like, and I do feel when she talks to them like that. But people have got to understand, people need to stop triggering her as well. Because if someone kept saying to me, I unalived my husband, it's going to trigger you. When people do it to her, that's also what triggers her into drinking more, and that's why she ends up doing SH and all that, because she needs help to grieve.
Can I tell you something that's clearly evident? And I don't know whether people agree with me or disagree with me. Obviously, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but I'll tell you what's clearly evident here. Social care is the issue. It's not who can help who and who can't help who. We're in a social care crisis. There's individuals out there who are trained to deal with situations like this, but they haven't got the resources, the funding, they haven't got the knowledge or the experience or the capacity to do what they actually need to do. So the issue is social care, because someone who suffers with alcoholism, I would deem as a vulnerable adult, being completely honest with you. I would deem them as a vulnerable adult, and who looks after vulnerable adults? It's social services, it's social care. But unfortunately, we're in a position where the government is absolutely shit and social care is completely broken. And they are the only individuals who can help with all these issues out there. So I tell you what you all need to do, yeah? You know, instead of all trying to do your bit, which is all good and well, no one's saying don't do that. Go out on the 4th of July and make sure that the Tories aren't in power and get someone who's going to have a proper plan for social care. That's what I'll be doing. That's how I make my difference.
What a lot of Emsy's problem is because she never got the help that she needed when Marcus passed away.
Yeah, I know it's sad.
And I think,
Mandy, darling,
when people throw that in your face all the time because they know it triggers her, is really unfair.
Yeah, I don't agree with the whole mark, you know, being thrown in the face. But thank you so much, Mandy, for joining today. I think you handled yourself amazingly. Corey, have you got anything that you want to say before you go? Because we're going to wrap up.
So in regards to obviously Boxer, I actually don't have an issue with the guy. Obviously he's got an issue with me in regards to how I spoke to Faye afterwards. I spoke to Faye because she was quite happily slagging me off on the live, so therefore I went in on her the same as she went in on me. In regards to Ems, and I'm going to sound very counterintuitive here, but obviously I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I've tried to help, because I haven't in any way, shape or form. The only thing that I've done with her is offer her, should we say, like a line of support, more than, you know, I'm going to come up and I'm going to do this, and this for you. The only thing I've ever offered that woman, truthfully, is a keypad outside the door. So if that happened again, they could, you know, get in that way. But the truth is these lives, as in your lives and everybody else's lives today, are all going to be talking about the same situation that all of us, which is like me and John, we both told her numerous times, when it is the end of your life, you need to end your life. We've all told her that. And that's the issue here. The biggest issue out of all of this is, regardless of whoever is to blame, somebody is calling the ambulance because she refuses to end her life when she needs to end it.
Yeah.
And that's the only difference. I've told her that numerous times on Instagram. I told her, you need to end your life now, you need to end your life now. And I just get ignored.
Yeah. It's because she wanted to end, Corey, that's why.
People really want to see these messages, so do you want me to show them quickly and then you can
just... can do quickly, darling.
Where are we?
Thank you for everybody that joined the boxes today. Thank you so much.
It says on mine, live access needs something to go as a guest. You can use audio only.
Right, okay. I don't know what that means.
Should I leave and come back, maybe?
Yeah, if you want to pop back, if you want to jump out and come back. Guys, I'm so sorry. I haven't got time to let anybody else in the box, guys. People want to use the kitchen. My daughter's got work in an hour and she wants to do something to eat and stuff like that before she goes to work, guys.
Does it work now? Yes, it does. Okay, so these are the messages from Ems last night. So she asked me to come in because she was arguing with Gemzino, right? As you all know if you were watching it. Then obviously she messaged me that.
Apparently you left me last night, and it was John Shields that had to comfort me to go to sleep. Don't know what happened last night, but apparently it was John Shields, not you.
So then obviously I went live on my backup account. Then obviously this was the time that she had fallen off the chair, and we tried numerous times. I did. I don't know whether John did, but he said he was doing it, but I don't think he did. But we tried calling her. Then obviously it gets to, are you awake? And I was like, yeah, I am now, because obviously I left the live at that point. Even though I wanted clout, I should have stayed in there all the time, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So I left the live. Then it was like, you know, the Gemzino thing when she was like screaming help. Hold on.
Oh, Gemma, don't do that. They're going to kick the door in, bruv. Help me! Gemma, stop. Oh, my God.
Now, ironically, right, they only pressed the buzzer twice. I think they were watching the live personally, right, because she was snoring. It was very loud. But then Gemma started shouting, help me. Hence the reason I reckon they come through the door. But ironically, as soon as this finished, guys, Tommy and John jumped straight on a battle. As soon as that end lived, when the ambulance arrived, John and Tommy jumped straight on a battle and pretend like nothing ever happened. But then, as you can see by here, we started arguing then because obviously I didn't like the fact that I was dragged in just to argue with Tommy. So you can all screenshot and read that if you wish. And then obviously she gets messages then from her other mods basically saying that this was all Tommy's fault, which again, I don't agree with. The only person who is at fault here, ironically, is not me, John, or anybody else. The person is her. She needs to end her live when her live needs to end. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then yeah, but that's the only person that needs to be held accountable here. It's just her. But the only way that's going to happen, like MT said, is for her to get help with social care. And I just don't know whether that's going to be a thing, Miss Red.
Okay. Thank you, Corey, my darling, for coming
my darling, you take care.
Clearing it up. Thank you, Corey. Have a lovely weekend. Guys, I'm so sorry. I've got no more time for boxes. Delusive Angie is live now. She's doing her FYP thing. So I'm sure that she'll be talking about this situation. So if you will go over to Angie's, guys, Angie will open her boxes and things like that. So everybody head over to Delusive Angie's. I've really got no more time, guys. So guys, thank you so much for joining, everybody. I don't know if I'll be back tomorrow morning. I don't know, you'll just have to wait for the live notification. I do feel like I've been hit by a dumper truck. I'm not going to lie. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining today, everybody, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for the tappers, the mods, people that join the boxes, thank you. And everybody that sent a gift, thank you so much. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. Bye. Oh, I love you all too. Bye, everybody. Oh, I love you too, Clover. Bye, guys. Have a lovely weekend.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.